10,000 years old. Hidden underwater world. Long before cities rose and nations were carved on maps, there were civilizations whose names have been swallowed by the sea. This is the story of one such forgotten world, lying hidden for 10,000 years beneath waves that whisper secrets to anyone brave enough to listen. The discovery, it all began when a team of deep-sea explorers stumbled upon strange, symmetrical stones off the coast of a forgotten island. At first they thought it was a trick of nature, rocks shaped by current and tide. But as the divers swam deeper, their flashlights revealed something astonishing. Perfectly carved staircases, colossal statues with eroded faces, and avenues that once belonged to an ancient city, whispers of a civilization. Historians argued, was this Atlantis? Or perhaps an unknown civilization that thrived before the last ice age melted and swallowed coastlines? The structures were too advanced, too carefully aligned with constellations to be the work of chance. Imagine a society that studied the stars, built temples beneath the shadow of gods they carved in stone, and then vanished beneath rising seas. Life in the forgotten city. In the silence of that underwater world, one can almost hear it. The clang of hammers on stone, the songs of fishermen returning with their catch, the echo of drums in a grand plaza. Children once ran barefoot across the now buried streets. Traders bargained for spices and shells, while priests offered prayers to deities long erased from memory. The mystery deepens. Marine archaeologists found pottery, tools, and carvings that told stories of a people who feared the sea but worshipped it, who predicted storms and tides with uncanny accuracy. Then came the Great Flood. Whether caused by melting glaciers or some cataclysm, no one knows for sure. The ocean reclaimed the land, and with it, a whole civilization disappeared beneath the waves. A message from the past, the underwater ruins remind us of something timeless. Nothing lasts forever. Great empires may rise, but nature has the final say. Yet there is beauty in the ruins, a beauty that speaks of resilience, of humanity's eternal hunger to build, to dream, to reach for the stars, even knowing that the sea waits patiently. At the edge of it all, the first glimpse sound, scuba bubbles, sonar pings. When divers off the coast of a remote island first spotted massive stone blocks scattered on the seabed, they thought it was nothing more than strange rock formations. But the deeper they went, the clearer it became. These were no ordinary rocks. Perfectly carved staircases led into darkness. Gigantic pillars rose like broken teeth from the ocean floor. And at the heart of it all, a plaza large enough to gather thousands of people. This was not nature's work. This was civilization. Who were they? Sound, wind, distant chanting layered underwater sounds. Who were the people who built this city? Some archaeologists believe it could predate Mesopotamia, the so-called cradle of civilization. Others whisper the word Atlantis. But the ruins tell their own story. The layout was aligned with the stars. The walls were etched with carvings of fish, sun, and moon. Pottery fragments suggest a culture that thrived on trade and the rhythm of the ocean. These were a people who lived with the sea, who studied its moods, who depended on it, and in the end, who were destroyed by it. The world they lived in, sound, market chatter, ocean gulls fading into muffled underwater echoes. Imagine it. Streets buzzing with life, fishermen returning with nets heavy with the day's catch, traders shouting prices in a busy market, their tables piled high with shells, spices, and obsidian tools. Priests raising their arms to the heavens, praying to gods whose names are lost to us. Children playing barefoot in the sand, unaware that their city's days were numbered. The cataclysm, sound, thunder, crashing waves, rising storm music. Then came the flood. Whether from melting glaciers at the end of the ice age or a colossal earthquake that dragged the land down into the sea, we may never know. What we do know is this: the city was swallowed, walls collapsed, temples drowned, lives ended in a single generation, and for 10,000 years the ocean kept their memory buried beneath tides and silence. The message in the ruins, sound, soft, echoing water drips' calm narration tone. As scientists explore these ruins, piecing together fragments of tools and stories etched in stone, one message becomes clear. Civilizations rise, civilizations fall, and the sea always takes back what was once its own. Yet even in ruin, there is beauty. A reminder that humanity has always reached for greatness, even knowing time will wash it all away. Closing. Sound. Gentle waves, fading into silence. Narrator. Whisper, almost poetic. 10,000 years ago, a world flourished. Today, it sleeps beneath the waves. But listen closely, and perhaps you can still hear the voices of the forgotten, carried by the ocean's eternal song.